Hello again, YouTube. And this is another video. I'm trying to do a top 5 mids for ranked. Of course, it's gonna be like my base opinion, but I'm like supposed to be like a really good mid laner in this game. So I hope you guys like take my opinion seriously. Uh, and this is like about my experience on how many games I win in ranked. So let's go with it. I think number 5 might surprise some people. It's gonna be Ra. Why Ra? So I think like the best factors that a mid laner has are fast clear on wave and also fast clear in jungle. Plus mobility. Ra doesn't really have like a mobility ability, but he has the passive which gives you movement speed. Why is that good? Because it helps you out farm other mid laners. And it's actually pretty insane. Why I also think Ra is good? Because you can do with Ra all the things that you need to carry the game. Why? You have your one that it's a lot of burst damage, but if you combine the one plus your ult combo, that surely can one shot people. Sometimes it doesn't, depends on how many items you have. But if you combine the one ult combo, it goes insanely good. And then let's say your ADC that is not having like a great game or she's just behind, your two with the build that I'm about to show, it pretty much just lets you be the ADC, if that makes sense. So what are we gonna build? We're always gonna go with Pendulum, like Sums of Time. But let's start with like the starter build. Okay, what are you gonna build? You go Sons of Time, then you go Tier 1 of more like that. And then should be having like multiple potions. They have 3 potions. And usually will go beats, but if they don't have any CC, you can go Aegis. This should be your starter. And then you're gonna go into the more first. A lot of people like Chronos Pendant, but personally I think with Ra you need like that raw damage. Like the raw damage, Like a lot of intelligence. You're gonna be hitting hard. And then you're gonna get a little bit of cooldown, plus the passive of Desa, which is really insane. You can get your ult back so quickly. And what's next? Personally, I really think you should be going rot third on most of your mid picks because it gives you a huge power spike. What's next? Yeah. So you have a couple options here. If you see that the enemies are pretty tanky, let's say they have like jungle tanky, solo tanky, and then support is also tanky. Because that's kind of been the meta, right? With like Sanguine Slash. So you could go Obsidian here. But if they're not that tanky, I really think you just go Nemo Ring. Where is it? Okay, we found it. Okay, so here it goes by the same logic. If you feel like you need the pen, you always go Obsidian here. If not, it can be a little greedy. And what do I mean like that? You can go Viral Amplifier. Why? Because it gives you 45 intelligence, 200 health, 20% attack speed, and it also goes with the passive that when you're healing yourself or an ally, you gain 10% attack speed plus 5% basic attack damage for 6 seconds. And that's insanely good with Bra. And then here. These are gonna be your core items. This pretty much are gonna be your core items, and then this one you can just switch it up. Yeah, it's gonna be raw. It's the top 5. Go with the fourth. So I think personally the fourth it's neat and it bounce when the like these top 3 and top 4 are like really close on how good they are. Why? Because neat has the global and we're gonna be building it built in full intelligence, right? So it's gonna be pretty much kind of the same with like how you start. So it's like you are gonna be going. I'm gonna spend on this game. So your final build is gonna be pendulum. We're gonna spend then, and then you're gonna get Deso. So this is gonna give you so much cooldown, and then I say that usually you go rot here, and that's fine if you want to like more raw damage. But since you're an ADC and you can like do auto attack cancels, you can like 1 auto, 2 auto, 3 auto. And your poly is gonna be doing a lot of damage for you. So we're gonna go poly here. Into rot. Into always obsidian here. And then your last item will be situational. Personally, I like going like if you're just stomping the game, you just go world stun. Your ult is gonna have like 20-second cooldown, and that's insane. That's actually insane. So you can go world stun here, but let's add a couple uh options in case you need it. You can always go river, and you can also always go Jade Scepter. Jade Scepter, it's like the best self-beat item and also best setup item. Like if you're getting dope, you Jade Scepter there, and you're gonna have your one secured, and or you can just literally just run away. But yeah, these are gonna be your options. And why is Neith so good? With that build that I'm showing, your ult has no cooldown. Your ult hits hard late game easily at 800 damage ult. That it's literally unmissable. The Neith combo late game, or not even late game, sometimes mid game, when you have Kronos, Desa, Poly, you just one-shot people if you do the full combo. And just being able to help your team with the global, like help your jungler, somebody that is dying to help them escape, that just has so much value. So Neith's gonna be the top 4, and she's only behind this character because Barry is just broken, right? Like they all surely it's not a global, but like it's a death immunity for all your team and yourself. I feel like that just sounds crazy now. Okay, so Barry is gonna be their top 3. I uploaded a video about how to play Barry yesterday, so you guys can check that out. The combos are pretty easy. You can triple ball, triple dash. You can even quadruple ball, quadruple dash if you have like Merlin and you wanna like have fun out of it. But here with Barry, we're gonna have 2 options with build. We're gonna have 2 options. Why? One is always gonna be better. Like, well, one's always gonna be like the optimal option. Why? Because you're always gonna have the potential of doing something early game, mid game, or late game. So we're gonna go with Strange. After the Devos nerfs, I'm not sure if Devos is the play here, but it might still be because it's just Devos, infinite stacking. So it could be Devos, or you can go Rusher first. Just go with Devos, okay? You Devils, you Crusher, you Heartseeker. Heartseeker gods are always gonna be good. Heartseeker is broken. Like if you have the opportunity to build Heartseeker because your character scales with Strange, use it. Into Devils, into Crusher. No, into not into Crusher. In Titans. Sorry, my bad. Into Titans. And then here, I really like going. Where is it? Here. This item really helps you survive, and also like they don't really interrupt your abilities, and you have a lot of damage with Barry. So like at this point, you just need to like be able to cast your abilities. Okay, that's why you go this here. This doesn't go on the other build, which is the in build. And then here you have a lot of options, and you can literally go whatever. Personally, I will go something between Pendulum or Bloodforge to more support to survive more. Let's go with Bloodforge, and your starter is gonna be pretty much this. Oh, is this not letting me? Um, okay, we got it. And 3 health potions. You never really need mana potion or multi potion with Barry because you don't use mana. And your other options for your last item instead of Bloodforge can be Barbed Carver, so you auto people, and your abilities do a lot of damage. Like the passive does a lot of damage. Or it can be, I like going this sometimes. Where is it? There is. Sometimes, since you don't have a CC immunity, and let's say they have an Ares or a SERP, this really helps you deal against that. Why? Because this item gives you 100 range, then it also gives you 20%, 25% increased range, and you become displacement immune for 10 seconds. If Ares ults, you pop this, you don't get pulled, and for 10 seconds you're gonna be hitting insanely hard. It's actually insane. Insane. And it goes for it goes the same for the SERP. Like if you're against SERP, you have time to pop this, you don't get pulled, and you're be hitting insanely hard. But let's delete this real quick. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's go with the other build. Let's go with the other build. Let's go with the int build. It's one. It's the one that I really like, and it's like not the most optimal, but it's definitely better late game. Like for sure, it's better late game. Why? Because your ult is gonna be on like a 30 second cooldown sometimes if you play it correctly. So our starter is gonna be this. We're gonna go with full cooldown pretty much. And poly. It's the thing about this is that you have a pretty weak early game. And what I mean with a pretty weak early game is I mean it. Like the early game is pretty weak till you get these 2 items. You don't really need your third one. Because you're gonna be spamming abilities so quick. This is the main of this build. And then you're gonna have poly into rot, into obsidian. And then it's gonna be like the same one, the same option for like the strange build, which it can be Primercidal, which is pretty much Avatar Spashu, but for int. This helps you a lot. You can also go Merlin, or what I like is to also go Nimble Ring, because you're an ADC, so you're gonna be auto attacking, and it synergizes real well. But you can put the other options here. You can go like Primercidal or Mirrodin to have like a triple one, not quadruple one, quadruple three. um, So that's gonna be our top three. And we go into one of my favorite ones. But it plays different than Smite 1. Why do I say this? Because you're gonna be playing a lot with your passive in a way of like you're basically an ADC, I guess. Because you're gonna be literally taking advantage of your passive and poly abusing. Why? Your flicker on instance, it reduces your cooldowns by 5 seconds, by the way. I'm pretty sure this needs a nerf. The thing is, like, this reduces 5 seconds of your cooldowns, okay? So you can pretty much double one when you're on ice stance, and when you have more cooldown, you can literally use your 2 again. And the build that we're gonna be using, it's kind of pretty simple. It's almost same as always. We start with this. We go with the tier 1. I like going a multi here because Merlin uses a lot of mana. So this I like going a multi. And our final build is gonna be Pendulum. You rush Polynomicon. This is the only god that you're gonna be doing this. Why? Because you need the mana, plus you can start doing the auto attack cancels with your 1, your 2, your flicker, your 1 again. You shoot stance, another auto attack, you throw your 1 on arcane stance, auto attack, 2 auto attack. Like you're gonna be doing at least 6 or 7 poly procs if you hit everything. So it's gonna be Polynomicon first. Into Chronos Pendant. So you have some cooldowns. And what I like going here, it's you're gonna be thinking, wait, you're gonna go Soul Gem? Because when you have like that low in, I like it. I think it helps you survive a lot because it heals you actually quite a bit. And it's really easy to proc with Merlin. If you feel like you have really low int, you can go Deso here. But my own personal choice is go Soul Gem here. Into Rot. Again, Rot, one of the best items in the game. And here, heal Totem. Merlin is one of the few mages that really is good with Totem of Death. Like, you can help your team so much with Totem of Death. So you Totem, it gives you more cooldown, insanely good. And here, Merlin is also one of the only gods that you should be going double pen, which is gonna be Totem and Obsidian. But here, if I feel like I'm just stomping the game, I'm just literally winning the game alone, I got this. I got it also last. If you get resets on one of the team fights that you're on Fire Giant, you go insane. You literally go insane. You kill everybody. You have like triple double ones. You have 20 flickers. Like this build is insanely good. And the only change that you will be doing is you literally go Obsidian instead of this. Or if they're building so much health, Merlin really is his own River Procer. Probably the best mage to proc River. Definitely the best mage to proc River. So this will be top 2. Alright guys. Who do you guys think it's the best mid laner? For me, it's gonna be Ullr. Infinite pressure, infinite scaling, infinite range. Your autos hit hard. Hydras is so good. Heartseeker is good. Devos is good. He got buffed. Like you get midway pressure on like the first wave. You get like Ullr and Merlin are pretty much the only ones that have 1v1 kill potential on mid lane. Everybody else, you need to hit 20 abilities to kill people. Well, yeah, you have huge pressure, huge push, huge damage, huge mobility. you're so safe. You have everything that you want on the mid laner when you play Ullr, and he's just a stomper. If you get ahead, the other mid laner can never walk up to you. You just one shot them. Literally one shot them. While I go in, we start with Bluestone. Of course, we go X tier 1. This is the only god that I use one mana potion, by the way, because you just so mana hungry. But yeah, our final build is gonna be Scoff Bluestone Bridge. And I like going high riskers because you have mana regen, you do the you hit the auto every time you hit an ability. You, let's say you axe, switch stance, auto, 1, auto, 3, auto, 2, auto. That's for Idris procs, by the way, which is insane damage on every auto that you're hitting. Where do you go next? Crusher. And like I said, Earthseeker. You're a strange scaler. You always go Earthseeker. Probably the best strange item in the game. And here, a Titan's Vein. You're gonna be hitting hard to everybody, tanks, wishes. You'll be one-shotting. You autos hit for like 400 with the Idris proc. Insanely good. And then, here, I really like going Barber Carver with Ullr because it's so easy to proc with this guy. Unless it's an item that is kinda underrated, which is Tekokage. It's 50 strange, which it's pretty good. It's same as Crusher. No, it's same as Titans. And what is more important, it gives you 4% movement speed for 6 seconds and it stack up 3 times. And when you're playing Ullr, you're just throwing abilities all the time that you can. So you're gonna be having Tekokage passive pretty much always. The only change that I will do here, probably, um, you like really need more cooldowns. You can go Pendulum, but that pretty much will be it. I have some honorable missions. Something that I want to keep clear here. Uh, Janus is not on this list because I need to test him. I don't think he'll make it to top 5 best mates, but I need to do more tests on him. I need to test him for at least for a week to see how good he is. But we have a couple honorable mentions. Who they are is Aladdin, which is he's not really like a mid laner. He's an assassin mid laner, which you can literally put him in jungle, solo, and mid lane. But I don't really consider him mid laner. I know a lot of players do, and it's really easy to play. But and like I said, he has everything that you want in mid lane: high damage, high mobility, engage, the ult that you put somebody in the lamp, you literally pretty much just win the 1v1 really easy. And then the 3 wishes, which is like the most broken part of the god. But I don't really consider him a mid laner, that's why it's a normal mission. But you can always play him mid lane. And he's a strange character, so you'll pretty much just be going the normal strange build. What are you building? Classic, Devos, Crusher. You'll be having the lamp here. So this Titans. And you could literally go Idris here. And you'll be having the lamp here. You don't really sell the lamp till you have the full money of your last item. And you can go Bloodforge. You can go Pendulum. You can go Avatars. Personally, I go Bloodforge because it feels nice to like go in, pop the shield, and keep diving. Once you start, the start's pretty easy. Your 1 Bluestone. Axe. Your 3 health potions. And since you wanna be diving, I guess, you cannot really always go bits. And the only variants here are gonna be like I said, pendulum or even barbed carver, but I think pendulum is kind of like the only option here. And then we're gonna have like the last honorable mention, which is it's really unlucky that he's not top 5 because he's probably the best mid laner in terms of like scaling. Every ability hits insanely hard, but he's just not a safe mid laner. Sadly, like you die a lot when you play this character, which is really unlucky because he's also so fun. And what do you want to do with this god? Is the best thing to play Vulcan, like the best way to play Vulcan. It's you put your turrets, you double turret, you use the thumper and the 2, and you leave it on the back camps, and then you can just leave. You can throw a 3 if you want, but you can literally just leave, and the double turret is gonna be farming for you. You can go back to mid, farm your way, and that thing is gonna be done. Like the camp is gonna be done. That's the best thing about Vulcan, and that's why he's like the honorable mention. And what are we gonna be doing with this guy? So first of all, we got the normal. We got Thumper. You can debate of like, hey, I wanna go efficiency because it's CR, but like Thumper makes your life so easy in terms of like farming. So you always got Thumper. What else do you go? You got your triple health potion. I'm not gonna be putting them. I'm gonna be putting the other mods here. Thermal mod. Scaling. You want this. What else? Double turret. Like this gives you rods. Nice. This gives you a little more of CC in your ult. Cool. Double turret. Double turret is the best way to play Vulcan. You turrets do way too much damage. If you have like a good setup on your turrets before a teamfight starts, you cannot get dope. Really. Like the assassin is gonna take at least 1,000 damage from a double turret plus a thumper and your abilities. Like the assassin should be dead. And this. You can go ages sometimes. And the final build is gonna be pendulum. Here, if you know you can die a lot, if they have Fenrir, they have Susano, they have double assassin, if they have an Ullr, I really like to go Jade Scepters first. Why? You can be defensive with this, but you can also use it offensively. You drop your ult, and then you push people into your ult 1-3 combo. That's almost a one shot. It's a one shot late game. It's almost a one shot early game. And then what do I like to go here? I don't really like to go crown pendant. I like going pure damage. I like going Domorp. I like going Deso. I like going Rod. I like going this. And then here, usually I have like a river because I usually have some health. But if not, you can just get creative. You can get uh like a world stun. You can go um Bloodbound to survive. You can go mirrored into like double two. Like you can just get creative when you're using this character. You can also go like some defense if you want. You can do some like cool combo if you go Scepter of the Minion. You like scepter them into your ult because they're like standing still in like the area of the scepter. You can do some cool things with this character. So let's say I'll go River. And just remember that the change of this build is when do you want to put the Jade Scepter in your build? It can go first, it can go second, it can go third, it can go literally anywhere. So that's gonna just on you. And that's gonna be like all the video. Uh, I'll be uploading Janus video later on Spanish. But you guys like this video and you want something like this every like 2 patches, I will be doing it again. But just let me know in the comments what do you want to see from me and from my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.